Hold up! Ring ding 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 ding! Ring ding ding!
Number 1. All molecules involved in their functions in photosynthesis. Light. Light energy is captured and used to convert water, carbon dioxide, and minerals into oxygen and energy-rich organic compounds. Water. Within the plant cell, the water is oxidized, meaning it loses electrons, while the carbon dioxide is reduced, meaning it gains electrons, transforming the water into oxygen and carbon dioxide. That was also electrons and carbon dioxide as well. Hydrogen, positive hydrogen ions, and electrons that are used in light-dependent reactions. NADP. NADP picks up 2 hydrogen atoms from water molecules, forming NADPH2, a powerful reducing agent that is used to convert carbon dioxide into glucose during the dark reactions of photosynthesis. NADP is a product of the first level of photosynthesis. It helps to fuel the reactions that occur in the second stage of the process of photosynthesis. Glucose. During cellular respiration, a glucose molecule is gradually broken down into carbon dioxide and water. Along the way, some ATP is produced directly in the reactions that transform glucose, oxygen. During aerobic cellular respiration, glucose reacts with oxygen, forming ATP that can be used by the cell. Carbon dioxide and water are created as byproducts though. Positive hydrogen. Hydrogen atoms will create a concentration gradient in the ETC, oxidative phosphorylation. The movement of hydrogens back into the matrix will provide the energy needed by APT synthase to produce ATP. Electrons from the glucose. Electrons from the glucose move gradually through the electron transport chain towards oxygen, passing to lower and lower states and releasing energy at each step. Pyruvate. Pyruvic acid supplies energy to living cells through the citric acid cycle, also known as the Krebs cycle. When oxygen is present, NAD, the cellular respiration process of all living cells, make use of the coenzyme nicotinamide, adenine dinucleotide, or NAD, because who's gonna actually pronounce that correctly? It plays a key role in energy metabolism by accepting and donating electrons. How kind. FAD. FAD is a second electron carrier used by a cell during cellular respiration. It stands for flavin adenine dinucleotide, probably. FADH2. FADH2 is a high-energy electron carrier used to transport electrons generated in glycolysis and Krebs cycle to the electron transport chain. NADH. NADH contributes to oxidation in cell processes like glucosis to help with the oxidation of glucose. Number 3, the one all of you been waiting for, the process of photosynthesis. It starts with a little thing known as a light reaction. During this, the light-dependent stage, light reactions, chlorophyll absorbs light energy, which excites some of the electrons in the pigment molecules to higher energy levels. These leave the chlorophyll, pass along a series of molecules, generating formation of NADPH, an enzyme in high-energy ATP molecules we've talked about in the past top 10s. The Calvin cycle. The Calvin cycle is a process that plants and algae use to turn carbon dioxide from the air into sugar. The food autotrophs need to grow. Fun fact, every living thing on Earth depends on the Calvin cycle. But plants depend on the Calvin cycle for energy and food, just like everything else.